Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ijoma, but you can call me IJ. This is Sincerely IJ. So today I'm particularly excited because I'm going to be doing my faith-based content in a long time. Guess what we are going to be talking about today? Guess what? Guess now. Guess. Okay, today we are going to be talking about my top 5 worship music in my playlist. Now, I would like to think that I have a very bomb ass crazy taste in music. Right? Yeah, I do. I have a great taste in music, and when it comes to worship, you want to, get the right music to usher you into the presence of God. You know how sometimes you don't feel like praying, like nobody can talk you into praying, you just don't feel like praying. That's why it's really important to get the right kind of music to usher you into the presence of God. And when you're into the presence of God, then now you start to pray, and voila, you're spending time with God, which is the ultimate goal we Christians are trying to get to, spending time with God, having a relationship with God. Now, let me put this out there. Worship is not about music. Worship is a way of life. The way you treat others could be worship to God. But I don't want us to reduce worship to just music. But then, for the purposes of content, I want to help some of us out there who don't know the right kind of songs to usher us into the presence of God. Shall we? I'm ready. Are you? Okay, let's do this. I have a ton of great music, worship music on my phone. I've narrowed it down to my top 5 worship music on my playlist. So in no particular order, number 5 on my list is Goodness of God by CeCe Winans. Now, CeCe Winans is a veteran in the gospel music industry. I remember when I was in JSS growing up, I listened to some of her songs like He's a Wonder, He's a Mighty God, I grew up listening to CeCe Winans. My mom is obsessed with CeCe Winans. I grew up listening to her. My mornings are not complete without me listening to some CeCe. And like I said, the title of the song is Goodness of God, not the original one. I'm talking about the live. There's just something about that live session. You feel like you are in church with them. Yes, you can hear the band, you can hear the piano, you can hear the guitar. Like, it just blends and it makes it so beautiful. So yeah, that's my number 5, CeCe Winans, Goodness of God. You should listen to it at dawn. You should listen to that music at dawn. It is everything. If you want a great song to start your day, CeCe Winans, Goodness of God. I got you. Moving on, number 4 would be Final Word by Sinach. Okay, Sinach is a Nigerian gospel music artist. This particular song, Final Word, it was introduced to us by Aka. I was strolling on the streets of Instagram one day and I came across Aka. Aka is a Nigerian actor singing it. She had just released it and Aka was into it. He was singing it on his Instagram feed, telling us that whoa, this song, and I kid you not, it made sense. So I downloaded the song and I soaked it in. And oh my God, you have the final word. Your word is yea and amen. Dependable God. The song is amazing. So if you're looking for a song to, reaffirm your faith, this is it. Listening to it early in the morning takes you straight into the presence of God. So my 3rd would be Talking to Jesus by Elevation Worship and Maverick City. If you're not a visitor to my channel, you know how much I love Maverick City. I mean, Maverick City is a group in America, a worship group, but they have so many music, and personally, that group, they have been such a blessing. Listen, I need to be serious saying this. Maverick City, They've been such a blessing to me. 2020, when I was in my darkest moments, I'm talking about depression, I'm talking about panic attacks, I'm talking about anxiety. The whole album, I think you should listen to the whole album. They had this album, Orchard Basement just did something to me. Orchard Basement took me out of my depression. Most of the lyrics in their songs are Bible verses. They are the word of God, and I think those are the best kinds of music, you having to sing the word of God. So even if you don't know how to memorize verses, you are somebody who cannot, originally memorize a verse for you to stick in your head, all you have to do is to just sing these songs, and my goodness, it will remind you of the promises of God, how far God has brought you, and why God will never fail you, and why you're going through what you're going through. I'm telling you, this is not something somebody told me or a testimony I heard. This is first-hand experience. My 2020 and early 2021 was shit. God really came through for me, and this album by Maverick City was great. The whole album is fire, but this song, Talking to Jesus, is basically teaching us how to pray. That I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video on how to effectively pray, where you don't have to have your prayer put together. You just have to come to God genuinely, come to Him, let Him know that you're vulnerable, let Him know that you're real. You don't have to fake it. That is what this song is all about. It encourages us to have a relationship with God by spending quality time with Him. The title of the song is Talking to Jesus by Elevation Worship and Maverick City. The whole video itself is fire. So that song gets me through every time by the grace of God. So that's my number 3. So let's get into number 4. So my number 4 is also a recommendation I saw on Nancy Isime's Insta story. Nancy Isime is a Nigerian actor, and she's somebody I really love, and she has this car sessions where she calls it karaoke, karaoke, and every time she's back from the gym, on her way going home, she'll be playing gospel songs and all that. But one day this particular song touched my heart. It is by a Nigerian artist called Moses Bliss. The title is Too Faithful. You're too faithful to fail me. Hey, you're too faithful to disappoint me. It gives you some kind of vim, some kind of confidence, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes you just need somebody to remind you of how God has been faithful. Sometimes you can be going through certain things. It's so easy for us to forget how faithful God has been. It's so easy to be like, God, you didn't come through for me, this and this and this. This kind of songs, it makes you remember how far you've come with God. It makes you remember that God has been there the entire time. And anytime I listen to this song, that is what it does to me. It just makes me, I don't know, I just feel convicted that stop being ungrateful. God has been so faithful, and if He didn't fail you then, why is He going to fail you now? I mean, think about it. So yeah, Too Faithful by Moses Bliss is my number 4. So my number 5, which is my favorite all-time worship song, at least for now, it's been my favorite for the past 2 years. This song, I know what it did to me. I know what this song has done for me. I know where this song took me from, and I'm not trying to give all the credit to the musicians. No, I'm just trying to help us find good songs to usher us into the presence of God. But this kind of song, oh my goodness, this song, I know how much it helped me. So my number 5 is Wait on You by Elevation Worship and Maverick City again. I mean, the first day I heard this song, like I mentioned, that album, Orchard Basement, I highly recommend that album if you want songs to help you start your Christian journey, all the songs there are fire. But this particular song, this one ain't talking to Jesus, but this one gong gong, this one gong gong gong, wait on you. The whole song is about Isaiah chapter 43, where it says that those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, they shall mount up on wings like eagles, they shall run and not. You see that kind of vibe. 2020, I was waiting on God for so many things, for my finances, for certain private things I can't talk about. I was waiting on God. I was literally driving an Uber, like I was literally, an Uber driver. I remember one particular time I was taking somebody to their destination. I started crying. I didn't even realize I was crying. I had panic attacks, I had anxiety because I was going through hell. I felt like nobody would understand. And the worst of it is I didn't want to talk to anybody because I didn't want to burden anybody. You know, sometimes when you are going through something, you don't want to talk to anybody about it, not because you are just selfish with that information. What good will it do to you if you keep it? You just don't want to burden them. You just don't want anybody to see you as a liability. And all I had was God, and all I have is still God. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to paint a picture. All I had was God. All I had was God. All I had was God. I would be on social media laughing, smiling and everything, but I know what I was going through. And this song, Wait on You, was one of the songs that anytime I sang this song, I felt as if God was holding my hand, and I felt as if God was giving me a warm hug saying, IJ, you'll be fine. IJ, just wait on me, just trust in me, just put your faith in me. You know, over time I've heard about that verse, wait on the Lord, those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, but that it never really came alive to me until I soaked this song. That's why music is very important. That's why you need to be careful the kind of songs you listen to. This song did wonders for me. I would wake up singing it, listening to it, watching the video on YouTube. The video wasn't in, it was just them worshiping, singing it. Oh my goodness, I think I have to do a whole video talking about that phase in my life, but for now, this song, let's not get emotional. We have come to the end of my top 5 worship music on my playlist. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave your comments, and share some of your favorite worship music video with me. These are just a few. I have a ton. I have over 200. My alarm, I don't wake up with normal alarm. I wake up with worship music. Maybe I'm exhausted. So guys, these are my top 5. If you want me to do an updated version of this video, maybe you want me to do top 10, top 20, I'm here for it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, be good, be safe. Bye. Mwah.